This was the last time, I promised myself. The very last time. I looked at myself in the elevator mirror, then looked away again. The tie I'd put on this morning for the meeting at the lawyer's office was gray with blue stripes. It complemented my blue Oxford shirt. Matched with charcoal dress pants, the outfit made me look like any other guy coming and going in this building. A corporate type. Clean-shaven, clean-cut, a bit nerdy. When I looked at myself, all I wanted to do was strip. I used to own an assortment of ties, an expensive collection of them. Now, I only owned one. This one. I'd donated the rest, along with the suits and a lot of other things from my former life. But I'd held on to one tie, just in case. A man should own a tie, right? For weddings, or funerals, or lawyer appointments. So, by habit, I'd put on my only remaining tie this morning. Halfway through the meeting, I'd had the urge to yank it off. I'd managed to refrain. But now the meeting was finished, and when the elevator doors opened at the lobby, I tugged at the knot. By the time I exited to the street, the tie was in my pocket, and I'd undone the buttons at my throat. No more ties. I was done. Portland in July was sunny and beautiful, making you believe you'd imagined the gloom of the rest of the year. I put my hands in my pockets and walked slowly, soaking in the happy crowds of people downtown, the blue sky, the feeling of nowhere in particular to be. The walk to Nob Hill would take nearly half an hour, longer if I stretched it out. So I did. When you got a few blocks from downtown, you got the Portland of craft breweries, coffee shops, and communal gardens. You got beanies, man buns, and bicycles. I loved New York. It was in my blood. But even New Yorkers know that Manhattan is hideous in July, under a blanket of wet heat and the sweltering smell of trash. Any New Yorker with a few dollars saved up did their best to get out of the city at this time of year. Portland was busy with tourists, but the air smelled faintly of coffee, flowers, and the river. There was no comparison.
Katie called me at 10 o'clock. "Want to go clubbin'?" she asked when I answered the phone. We both laughed. Katie was my cousin, and she was 3 months older than me. We were both 30. Clubbing on a weeknight was a joke to us now. "Why are you up so late?" I asked her. I was wearing my Christmas flannel pajama pants, patterned with cartoon Santas, and a tank top that had been demoted out of wearable when anyone can see status over a year ago. I was sprawled on my sofa, scrolling my phone while pretending I was just about to read a book. Any minute now. "I got home from yoga class at 8, Katie said. "Then I had to eat something and decompress. Now I'm going to call you, then pass out." "Was Thirsty Lady at yoga tonight?" "Thirsty Lady and large butt guy. Check," Katie said. Spray tan girl wasn't present. Growing up as an only daughter with 3 older brothers, Katie wasn't just my cousin. She was my thread of sanity. She was in Portland, too, and worked as a nail tech. We talked every day. We wound through our usual list of topics: Katie's crazy customers at the nail salon, the impossibility of finding jeans that looked good and were comfortable, our cherished hope that kale would stop being a thing soon, until she broke in with, "You know why I called you, babe. I need the daily update." Spill. I groaned and lay back, flinging an arm over my forehead like a lady in a Regency romance. "There's no change in status." "What happened today?" "He gave me a few hours off this afternoon. He was meeting with the lawyer today, so he was wearing a dress shirt and a tie." I'd seen him when he dropped by the office briefly, then left again. I squeezed my eyes shut as my brain recalled the image of Will Hale in a dress shirt and tie. He usually dressed more casually, and seeing him this morning had been a shock. Now the image was burned into my brain, along with all the others. I had a crush.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.